Hi everyone, Alex here from St Matthew's, Burnley, with my good old mate Reverend Chris over at Morecambe. Hi Chris.
Hiya, you all right, mate?
Yeah, I am. We've got some exciting news, haven't we?
We most definitely have.
We're launching something, Chris, aren't we, brother?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
there's a clue. There's a clue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to Lytham.
Yeah. Oi, oi, lads. Yeah.
What happens in Lytham stays in Lytham.
Not quite.
No, well, we're off. We were hoping to go to this place this year, weren't we, Chris? But it didn't happen because of this gentle bug that hit the planet.
Yeah, absolutely. But we are now confirmed that we are indeed going. Where are we going, Alex? Where?
Well, we are going back to the Holy Land, and we're just going to show you this screen there. Oh, look, Chris has got the paperwork. This is a pilgrimage to the Holy Land on the 14th to the 21st of November 2022 with, that's me, and that's you. So that's you and me. We're going. And we'd like people to come with us, wouldn't we?
We'd love you to come with us. Absolutely. As many as possible.
Yeah. So why do you think, Chris, somebody might like to visit the Holy Land?
It's one of those sort of secret ambitions a lot of people have, isn't it? Like to sort of say, oh, well, I'd love to just go to where it all began, or to where, you know, the words that are used, you know, or like, I'm not a big believer, but I'd want to go and see, or, you know, I want the Bible to make more sense, or all sorts of reasons. But they tend to keep those things to themselves, don't you? I mean, I did as well. You know, I had a desire to go before I went. I never walked around telling anybody, oh yeah, I really want to go to the Holy Land, until the opportunity came to go. So I think there are loads of really good reasons for going. And this isn't just a holiday trip or a tour, it's a pilgrimage. And Alex and I will be leading that pilgrimage, but there's just so much great stuff to see and do, while also walking closer with God. That's why wouldn't you want to come to that? Why wouldn't you?
And I suppose before we bore people to death, let's give them the prize, shall we? Let's give them the price, and then they can decide whether to carry on watching.
You are definitely from the north, Alex. Definitely from the north.
So go on, Chris. Tell them how much it is.
I'm just looking now here on my paperwork. You know it off by heart.
I do. It's £5 short of £2,000, Reverend.
Okay.
So it's 1995, and what that will give you is 8 of the most brilliant days in Israel. Visiting Jerusalem, and then visiting the Sea of Galilee, and a whole lot in between. Yeah. So perhaps if we just quickly take you through some of the things that we'll be doing and things we'll be seeing, and I'll just bring that back up for you so you can see. Hang on, where have we gone? Give a bit of a screen share. Here we are. So Pilgrim to the Holy Land, 14th to 21st. So that gives people lots of time to maybe save and think about it. Let's just quickly look at what's covered in the trip. So Chris, if you can just take us through that left-hand side there.
Certainly. So for that cost, you are it's based around sharing a twin room. So if it's just you traveling on your own, that cost will mean that you'll have to share a room. You can pay extra, but it is quite a lot extra, 445 quid, to have your own room if you're traveling on your own. If you're traveling in a couple, obviously, then that means that you can go in a double room and you're not sharing with anybody. But that price is based on sort of squeezing as many people in to the limited room arrangements that there are. Like I say, it is possible to book a single room, but because of adding that extra on to the cost, you will have to pay an extra 445 quid for the privilege.
All right. Chris, is there anything else you'd like to say about the single room option before we move on?
Well, Alex and I shared for the first night, didn't we, Alex? And then after that, after that, we found the £445 quite easily and paid it, or it got absorbed into the cost. I can't remember how.
Yeah.
And if you're worried about the cost, but you do really need to travel on your own, chat to Alex and I on the phone, and I'm sure there are things we can do to sort of sort it out. But that's the bottom line. If you want to travel in your own room and you're on your own, you will have to pay extra, or somewhere will have to find the extra money to book that. But if you've got a problem, give us a shout and we can talk it through.
So we stay in 2 hotels on this
I'm
trip.
a snorer, aren't I, Alex?
Yes, you are, brother. Yes. We stay in 2 hotels on this trip. The first one we stay in is the Golden Walls Hotel, which I must say you can't get much closer to the old city of Jerusalem. It is literally across the road, and within 5 minutes you can be down the Holy Sepulchre Church, and it's just a wonderful spot, and it's a lovely hotel as well, and the people are lovely there, and the food is absolutely delicious. And the other hotel, Chris, is a strange name, isn't it?
Ron Beach. The Ron Beach, yeah.
Ron Beach Hotel. That's up in Galilee.
Ron.
Now that's right, and that is also in a beautiful spot. It's right on the shore of Galilee, and when we were there in 2020, Chris had a little paddle in the Galilee Sea there. So let's just move on. So just some of the things.
Flights as well. It's worth saying that includes your flights.
Well, it's everything, isn't it? It's everything.
Holiday insurance, room and cave, yeah.
Yeah.
So board.
Breakfast, dinner, tea. You just pay for your drinks, and the flight times are good. We leave from Manchester. We leave at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, getting into Tel Aviv about 8 o'clock in the evening, because I think they're 2 hours ahead. So I think it's a 5-hour flight, something like that.
Yeah.
But let's just quickly tell them about the some of the things we'll be doing, Chris. So day 1, we're in Jerusalem, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, absolutely. And we arrive obviously at the hotel, sort of that's all very smoothly done. So, and then we're straight out on the bus after we've arrived. The next day we arrive. We go to the Mount of Olives, and that is quite something to see. And there is a panoramic view of the walled city. And something that is amazing is just how much you can see from that view. I mean, you can see sort of everything laid out, which is rather fantastic. Then Dominus Flevit Chapel and the Church of All Nations in the Garden of Gethsemane. It's beautiful, beautiful view. And then we're on to the site of the Peter's house, High Priest's house.
Yeah.
Not Peter's house, the High Priest's house. And that was very, very moving, very powerful. Do you remember, Alex, with the hole in the floor and everything?
Yeah. We've been there a quarter of an hour and we were in tears. I think rather than take you through the whole program, we'll if you're interested, we'll take you through the whole program at a later date. But we do some wonderful things. We visit, we go to Bethlehem, we visit the Pool of Bethsaida, we have a pilgrimage up to the Holy Sepulchre, which is just incredible. And then we head up to on our way up to Nazareth, we visit Bethlehem, and we also take in we renew our baptism vows on the edge of the River Jordan, which we've worked in there, Holy Communion, and then we're up in Nazareth, aren't we, brother?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean the old city, you cannot fail to walk in the footsteps of Jesus. That's something that is astounding about this. Every day there's something that links to the faith and to how it, the stuff in the Bible, and it really is worth seeing with your own eyes. Breathing in that air and standing on that soil, it does make a big difference. And so the pilgrimage has a lot crammed into 8 days. It's full. It is a full pilgrimage, but from it you should have experience after experience of being in that place. It's amazing, isn't it?
We will take you to the major sites. We'll go to Cana, we'll go to Capernaum, which is another incredible place. It's where Jesus grew up as a boy, and the archaeological excavations are incredible. You're looking at first century synagogues, And also another thing to say, in November the weather should be really lovely. A lot of people say, well, will it be too hot? Will it be too cold? It's about between 18 and 20 degrees in November, so that's a lovely spring, early summer day for us in the UK. So yeah. And another thing people ask, Chris, about the walking. There's a little bit of walking, isn't there? But it's at a very measured pace, isn't it? We're not in a rush by any means.
No, and there are lots of things that can be done for accessibility. Like, I mean, that you can choose to walk to some places, or if we can get a bit closer if we need to with a vehicle. You know, so there are lots of different options. So it's not to be worried about too much. Although I mean, I think it's worth saying you do have to be able to travel under your own steam for a little while. You know, you do have to be able to travel under your own
Yeah,
steam for a little while, because it is an ancient place, and there are lots of things where the cars can't travel on, or and things
yeah.
like that.
I think something else I would say is that if you're thinking about going on this and you think, well, I'm a bit anxious about not knowing people. Chris and I didn't know anybody on that trip, but by the end of it, well, they certainly knew us. So, but no, we made some great friends. We really did, and we had a great time. There was a lot of laughing, a lot of fun, in mixed with some real beautiful prayer, beautiful worship, and the most incredible stories in, like as Chris said, walking in the footsteps of Jesus. So it's a wonderful trip, and we'd love you to think about coming. And I suppose this is just to say, well, if you're interested, then give us a shout, register your interest. I think
Yeah.
the deposit is about 200 quid to if you definitely want to come. Speak to myself or Chris, and we'll sort the booking. We've got the booking forms. I think the deposit's 200 quid.
Yeah.
And we're really pretty certain, as long as the COVID doesn't come back in a more aggressive form, this trip will go ahead. So, and it's all covered, it's all insured. So if there's if anything goes amiss, then we are fully covered. But Chris and I have been excited about this. We've wanted to lead this pilgrimage again, and we can't wait for November to come around next year.
It's going to be fantastic. So if you want one of these, it's the program, all the information, more detail than we've given. More importantly, the booking form with the information on it that you will need. And if you are interested enough to want to come, and you want me to send you one of these, and Alex has got some too, then get in touch and say, I want a form, I want a brochure, I want to have a look, and we'll get that off to you. And then you can register your interest, let us know, and tell us that you want to come with us, and we'll go from there. It's set to be a brilliant trip.
Yeah.
Really good. So we can't wait. It's going to be excellent.
So I think that's enough for now, isn't it? So it's an 8-day trip. It's not this November. It's next November. It's just under £2,000. The weather's going to be beautiful. The company's going to be amazing. The food's going to be delicious. The sites are going to be like sites you've never experienced before, unless of course you've been before. But even if you've been, the people I've spoken to just tell me, I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to go back. And we'd love you to come with us. So thanks for just tuning in. Hope that's giving you a flavour of what's happening. And get in touch with myself or Chris on Facebook, email, snail mail, whatever you like. Get in touch and we'll try and answer any questions. But it's a safe, fantastic trip to look forward. And like I said, me and Chris would love you to come with us. So get in touch, and thanks for watching.
Yeah. God bless, guys. Looking forward to seeing you with this hat in that place.